Oh, hey, what? Hey, Dawn! Do you know your YouTube video is starting? Sorry, this is weird. Yeah, no, are you gonna come record your YouTube video? It looks like it's starting. Oh, it's not. Hello! If we haven't met before, my name is Tom. I am the dad to 4 kids and the husband to Dawn. Yeah?
Yeah.
No?
No, she says I'm the mom of 4 kids ages 7 to 12.
Oh, man. All right, trying again. Take 3. Hello, if we haven't met before, my name is Tom. I am the father to 4 children, ages 7 through 12. I am also the husband to Dawn, the minimal mom. Dawn is currently out of town. She is on a women's conference. She's only gone for like 29 hours, but we're losing our minds here because we don't know what to do without her. So we decided to complete a project of hers. We're in the entryway of our house and it is our closet. So what we did earlier was we tore the closet doors out, the sliding doors. Now we have 2 French doors that are gonna go in here. And we need to widen out this opening because the opening was not wide enough for the doors going in there. Doors have been sitting in our dining room for 3 months. So we're gonna finish this for Dawn while she's gone. So hopefully we can get it all in, get it trimmed out and stained by the time she gets home. Pro tip, guys, when your wife goes out of town, you gotta do the honey-do list that you've been putting off. All right, we're just gonna take this piece off here. We gotta take this off. This is the top plate from the other one. And then we are gonna cut a couple inches off this side all the way down so we can widen out the door frame so the new door will fit. We also already laid new flooring down here. So that's our new flooring. I'm gonna have to take that flooring off in that corner because the door will get wider. So we're gonna have to peel the flooring back up, replace like 2 pieces, no big deal. We have plenty extra of it. And then once the flooring's done, the doorway's open big enough, we can show you what is wrong with our new set of doors. Let's roll the rug up and maybe set it outside on the deck.
Okay.
Because we're gonna make a bunch of dust here. We don't wanna have to clean it up. All right, hey Milwaukee, I think you guys should sponsor us. Mom's not gonna put that in the video. This is for Mom. She's editing this out right now. Everything I'm saying right now, she's like, cut it out. Okay. And we are gonna wear our squints for safety. Oh, we gotta cut that one. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna open up the door.
We should have a fan.
This is why we do these things when Dawn's not here. Poor decisions. Well, maybe that wasn't the brightest decision. The kids already told me that was not a good idea because now the house is full of dust. So we got a fan running trying to suck it out of the house. Probably not working super great. And now we're gonna cut the corners out so we can pop that piece off.
We can recap too. So the main reason that we wanted to switch out these doors was that there was 2 sliders before. And so you could only ever see half of the closet at any given time. And they were really heavy and they would come off the track.
And what else would happen, because you can only see half at a time, the kids, they would pitch all their stuff on the other side.
Yeah.
So then that other door would get like wedged with backpacks and coats and boots. So they'd only operate the one door, and then you go to open the other door and everything would just puke out.
Yeah.
All right, well, Corbin just vacuumed the floor up for me. So that little section right down there, that's how much further the wall came out. So we're gonna peel the flooring up, and then we're gonna put down 2 new pieces of floor there and cut them correctly so that it fits right. And then we'll put all the flooring back down. Then we will show you our doors. So we got the floor put back down. These are 2 new pieces here. That's all back to normal. So we should be able to bring the door in now. Let me show you though what the problem with our brand new door is. So we bought this in June. It is currently October. So we, at the time, it came in broken like this, and Dawn didn't want to wait until they could get a new one brought in so we could just get it installed quickly. So we have the piece, a new one of these to replace this with, but now I have to fix it to be able to install the new door.
And Tom, if I can sneak in for 1 second, today's video is sponsored by Blinkist. I have to tell you about this book that I've been reading. But first, Blinkist is such a powerful tool. It takes over 5,000 nonfiction titles and boils it down to blinks, or the key insights. And so you can listen to the blinks, like when you're getting ready, when you're driving, or you can read them as well. They all take about 15 minutes or less. So I've been listening to the blinks for the book, The Comfort Crisis. It is fascinating, and basically what it's talking about is that we're all way too comfortable with our climate-controlled houses. We never have to search for food, and we don't even listen to the radio anymore, right? If we can't skip past a song we don't like, we don't want anything to do with it. So we have all of these comforts, and it's actually making us unhappy. So it's really fascinating to read and listen about how we can overcome this so we can find more happiness and satisfaction in our life. And something else that's really cool now is that they also have this feature called guides, where different people, myself included, actually help curate some different resources and guide you through. So talk you through from one to the next to the next. So I'll put the name of my guide down below. And what I love about Blinkist is I often go there to track down a specific book, like The Comfort Crisis. I wanted to find that. But then once you finish it, it suggests other books, and some of the suggestions are books I had never heard of, but the ideas are so powerful. So if you want to become the best version of yourself, whether it's at home with your parenting and marriage relationships, friendships, or at work, I highly recommend that you check out Blinkist. And don't forget that you can use Blinkist Connect, which allows you to share your premium account with another user. We have a link down below where you can try out Blinkist completely free for 7 days and get 25% off a premium membership. All right, we better get back to work.
All right, I took the doors apart because they don't actually move together super well. So I'm gonna bring the top plate and one door in, and then we're gonna get it set and screwed in place. Maybe. I don't know if I have shims now that I think about it. We may need to go get shims. But anyway, I'm gonna bring it in and we're gonna see what we can do. All right, it is day 2. Dawn will be back in maybe 6 hours or so, 7. We're probably not gonna get this done, let's be honest. The doors are all shimmed and screwed in and good. And then we got some stuff to make the casing because we use, Gage, do you have one of those toppers? All right, so we've been using these things for like the tops of our doorways. For up here, they don't make one long enough to do that whole thing. So we grabbed one of these at the store, and I got 3 pieces of material. We're gonna build our own, so we can make one that'll go across the whole top, and then all the doorways in our house will match. This is the only other one, the entryway door, that needs to be completed yet, but we can do all that. Other hiccup we had was I went to get more stain so we can stain these doors, and the stain that we use on the rest of the doors in our house apparently is discontinued. So I got a stain that looked super close. So maybe we will, on like the backside in here, test the spot out, see if it looks like it'll work or not. All right, well, as luck would have it, I found a little piece of our stain, a little bit of our stain down in the basement. I forgot Dawn had rearranged everything, which is why I couldn't find anything. So I did find, it sounds like it's mostly full. So I'm gonna see how far I can get with this, because I do have the other stain I got today that is not the same stain, but it's close. So we're just gonna run with the one we have that we know will match. I'm gonna do the outside first, because then if the other one isn't like exact, we put it on the inside. So that's the plan. We're all taped off. The floor is plasticed off even, because I don't want to get any of the stain on the floor. And I'm just gonna get to staining. All right, we have the doors all stained. They look pretty good. It's hard to tell in here. I mean, it's not a big room. So the doors are all stained up. I ended up putting all the shoes and coats and all that stuff back into there. I cleaned the entryway and everything. I have to go get Dawn now. Backing up, we have our oldest daughter, Adeline. She is in a play right now, which you parents who know, when your kids are in plays, it's a huge time commitment. And especially for us, because we're like a ways out of the cities. And so it's at least an hour round trip for us to run her to and from practice, which is kind of a lot. Anyway, burned a couple of my hours today. So Donna's actually on her way home now. I just found out that I have to go get her from our church. So I'm gonna wrap up here, run to the shower quick, and then go get my beautiful bride.
Yeah, no, I really liked her a lot, so I was glad that she was there. Oh! Well, this is cool. I had no idea you were working on this weekend.
I mean, I figured you waited 3 months, so might as well get it up, right?
You haven't surprised me for a while, I don't think, with a home project.
It's because you hate surprises.
Well, you've had other stuff. I don't mean in a bad way, but this is fun. I haven't come home to a good old-fashioned surprise in quite a while.
Well, actually, now to say that, you haven't gone anywhere without us in a few months, so.
So I need to go away more often.
No. I'm never gonna say that.
Wow, this looks really good though. Yeah, it was nice having it open, like you could just hang stuff up and put it away, but like, I really got tired of seeing it all, so
yeah.
This is awesome.
Yep.
Wow, so you just have to put
Yeah,
trim
so
up?
I actually need to run and get more trim. I thought we had enough.
Okay.
I need more trim, and then I need to go get my finished nail art.
Cool. Wow, this is gonna look really fancy.
Hopefully.
Awesome, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we had this extra like shelves and racking that were in here before we decided to add the second row of hooks. So Tom is gonna put it here at the end of the closet so that we can, yep, still got it. Might have turned 39 this week, but still got it. So we're gonna put that up over here, excuse me, and then we wanna show you our fancy other shoe racks we got that we're gonna test out too. Okay, so I had seen these little shoe rack organizers. Someone on Instagram linked to them on Amazon. That's why Instagram is a dangerous place to be when we're trying to live simply. But they actually looked kind of cool. I like the idea of having like the shoes stored more vertically to take advantage of vertical space and not have to take up so much floor space. So I think between the white racks on the sides and then these shoe organizers, I think that we're gonna have plenty of space for all of our shoes. Again, I don't want to actually keep too many shoes. The only thing I regret, they do come in white and there's different widths and sizes. I just got this like medium size. I wish that I had gotten the white ones. I think they would have blended into the closet a little bit better, but once the doors are shut, no one's gonna see it. And they actually do create a lot of storage, so I like them. I wanna figure out a way to use them in the camper because shoes are always a big problem in there. Yeah, they have like wider options, but I wanted to test them out.
Give me a pair of shoes, Gauge Monster.
They also, I should have got the white ones. They have them with white ends, but I should have got.
Oh yeah, because that would make them hold more shoes.
Yep. Oh, do little shoes kind of fall through? Do you want to show how the flip-flops can go in the front?
See, I just don't see our kids doing any of this.
Yeah, I guess I figure it more for the shoes we wear less frequently can go in there. And the only thing we're not quite certain about is that these actually stick on with adhesive. They're not screwed to the wall. So it seems like a good adhesive. Tom didn't do it quite in the right order. You're supposed to stick the adhesive to the wall and then put these on. They have a whole directions for it. So I think that would ensure even more success just using something adhesive, but I don't know. The shoe, like at least the shoes we're putting on aren't actually that heavy. So I think they're gonna be fine, but I'm a little more optimistic too. Okay, so while Tom finishes installing the doorknobs and putting up the trim, I want to make a curtain. So I got a single curtain panel from Walmart and I thought the pattern was just kind of fun and welcoming. And so I'm gonna do like my faux Roman shade trick again with the tension rods. I'm actually sewing the edges of this curtain this time. So it is gonna be like a legit curtain. The only thing is that this material, it doesn't quite hold its shape like perfectly. And so it's giving me a little problems to make it like really even, but I think it's gonna look good. I put it up with one extra tension rod, but I think it needs two. We don't want it to be too long. And so I'm gonna add another tension rod in and then I think it's gonna be perfect. I also had gotten a new like little holder thing to put our keys on. So this little welcome sign and this other key mail thing that we've had this since our townhouse, so like 8 years. So I figured it might be time for a little bit of an update. So Tom actually wanted to keep the key thing for himself, so that's his now to put. He's like, there's actually a lot of keys in that white part for random things. So I'm like, it's all yours. You can have it, hang it wherever you want. But I like the simplicity of this one. I think it's cute. So Tom's like, you just like it because it's gold. And I'm like, maybe I do. Whatever. What's wrong with that? And then I got some rugs to put down in the bottom of the closet and in the entryway just to make it look a little bit nicer. Again, we've actually had this black rug that was in there for like 6 years as well. So I think we're just gonna use it in the office building, so we'll still use it, but I thought it was time for a little refresh with that as well. All right, so we're still missing a little baseboard trim, but we'll get that down. There's some other spots in the house too, and then we're probably gonna replace this trim around the window with white in due time. But I know we'll get asked, the shoe bench is from IKEA. Last time I checked, they still have it. We have had it for over 10 years and we love it. It functions so well. That has been a great investment in my mind. And then I also have this little like accordion hanger. We also need to touch up the paint still, so that's on my list as well. But I have this like accordion hanger that's from Target, and I really like that too. Curtain from Walmart, and this is from Target as well. Well, it feels really good to have this checked off the list, and it looks really good.
It does look good.
I think the first time I like opened both doors and you could just see everything in the closet that felt really good.
That's good.
So
it made me feel good to not have this door leaning up against the wall in our dining room anymore.
As a reminder. And then we also, when we had started this, we added in more hooks and a second row of hooks,
Yep.
and then we shortened the shelf up on top.
Yep.
Because we don't need that much shelf storage, but it's also where the attic access is for this half of the house. So now it's actually easier to get up into the attic.
We didn't need the extra shelf, and so by getting rid of it, we raised that top shelf
right.
and hooks and everything too.
That's true.
So it did kind of make it all feel a lot more functional and more open.
Yeah. And I did like that we've also then had time to test out like the clear bins that I put in place and the labels, and those have been working really well. And so I really like what we did there, and it still takes maintenance, right? Like you can put organization in place, it doesn't do it for you. Like you still have to put stuff in the bins and all that, but overall it's been working really well, and I like the clear bins in there because you can see what's inside. But now I didn't like it out in the open all the time, so now you can close the doors and not have to see them. And we should have ample shoe storage in here now. I always go back and forth because I don't want to be able to fit 100 pairs of shoes in here, because then we keep 100 pairs of shoes in here, so.
We just need to be able to fit like 42 pairs of shoes.
Goodness. How many is that per person? 7
lot.
for 6 people in our household? No, we don't.
I
have
only
42
have
pairs of
3,
shoes.
so.
But yours are big, so they're like the size of 2 pairs of shoes.
So Dawn can have 6 pairs of shoes because they take
They're
up less
smaller.
space than my 3.
I mean, maybe. I don't know. No, I'm really happy with how it came together now, and it does feel good to have this done. And otherwise, we are having a beautiful fall here in Minnesota. The colors have been awesome. The weather has been super nice. So from here, we'll probably turn our attention. The garden needs to get torn out and that kind of stuff. But I mean, Tom has a list a mile long. Actually, we've been making a lot of progress in our office building. So it's going to be fun to show you an update of that coming up as well.
I'd say it's like 80% complete.
And it looks
getting really
awesome.
close.
We just walk in and we're like, what?
This is ridiculous!
Yeah, it's been pretty wild. So,
Yeah.
So we'll be excited to share that with you as well. But otherwise, we'd love to know what you're up to. I know in many areas of the country, you don't get fall yet. And so we're grateful to live somewhere where there's seasons, but
We know this season will end.
it leads to a really
very
long winter.
cold.
But it's good. I wouldn't want to live anywhere else. I don't think, maybe. So, awesome.
I'll convince her.
Yeah. Well, we'd love to know what you're up to. We hope that you have a really great weekend. We love you, and we'll see you again soon.
Bye-bye.